It's the 26th of June. I'm not going to make it. Work is just too much now. The students are just the dregs of the dregs. It's like dealing with super duper negative, retarded adults. And I'm somehow becoming the center of all the attention. And so I'm being harassed at work now. And I don't really know what I'm supposed to say or do about it, but I mean, part of me right now is thinking I'm going to write to the company and ask to move. And then I think maybe I shouldn't make the first strike, since they are aware of the situation. And maybe it's in my best interest to just do nothing until somebody else does, and then I can just throw my hands in the air and say, do whatever. Because I can't defend myself against the accusations that, I'm not doing what I'm told to do, especially because nobody is. It's impossible to do a full class of 2 hours, and nobody's doing it, and I'm being told that somehow I should be doing it, and one really cannot. Also, there's a class of students that obviously are very negative towards me. So I think today will be a day probably that leads to the termination of my time here. And I welcome that very much, as long as it doesn't cost me money. And it shouldn't.